And live. Well, good afternoon, good evening, good night once more. This is the aftermath of the previous scene. Everybody's regrouping, helping out their friends, and heading to Riker's bar to discuss what the hell just happened. Go ahead and take it from there, boys. All yours.
Do we even have any of the original characters from that scene here?
No, not at the moment.
Not at the moment.
Okay then, so it's 3 random jackasses.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dehi is not a jackass.
He's an
Yeah,
ex-Jack.
Hold on.
Get it right.
I'm trying to find Riker's overlay because I stupidly did not save him.
So while he's doing that, reason Mirch is here is because he heard through the grapevine there's a good place to meet supernaturals, and given recent events, probably a good idea.
That is stupid.
Oh,
And he would have at least tried to. He would have been told that he would be able to feed in within the bounds of the club.
Would have been able to, or would not have been able to?
Would have
Okay.
at least
he's
through Julian.
Well. Yeah.
could also say that with Julian dead, they need somebody new to talk to all the other supernaturals. So
And he is acting sheriff right now. So.
yeah.
Dehi, I guess, will come down from the upstairs where apparently all the apartment rooms, or wherever it is in this club. I don't know where anything is anymore.
Upstairs.
Okay, upstairs where he has his place, and wander his way down to the main floor and everything. And kind of scan the room and see who's out and about.
Mirch is sitting at the bar.
Doing rounds.
Mirch is just sitting at the bar, not really drinking anything. He's just kind of sitting there, looking like he's thinking about something.
Bartender will be, so what will it be?
Mirch will look up at him. Oh, I don't drink, thank you.
Well, we do take care of your kind here as well. Is there anything special you drink, like Miss Becker?
Oh, no. Just give me whatever is on tap, thank you.
He'll just nod and he'll go get you something AV positive.
A Bloody Mary for irony.
Yeah.
Boom.
Right.
Mirch will just kind of nod at him and toss it, flick a coin at him as a tip and drink. Start drinking from the drink.
I guess Dehi will just he'll give a good row of seats, space between himself and Mirsha, but he'll plop down at the bar and that looks eerily like Charles, and I don't know why.
It does. I've thought that every time I've seen
God,
it.
dang it! Now you're going. Now that I see it, yeah. Damn.
Just saying.
So, security would let Riker know that there's a vampire in the bar.
Is it? What's the name and be on the books?
Mirsha Basarab.
I'm gonna roll intelligence. Is it intelligence and academics? If I remember this person.
It's just straight intelligence if you're trying to recall a name that you've heard of before.
Hold on.
Some people allow intelligence wits, but it's up to the S.
I always roll it straight intelligence because it's not about being able to think ahead of anybody, it's being able to recall information.
Hey, Brett, I forgot something. Could you give me 4 dice?
Sure.
Yeah, 3.
Oh yeah, shit. Nightmares, right?
Oh, yeah, shit, I need to do that. Before you even roll those 4 dice, I need... fuck, let me pull up the sheet.
I think you said 6.
I need. That was
Yes,
for Gus. I
okay.
need 7. 7 for Davey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I need
As for
to roll nightmares too.
Okay, as for Riker, he's heard the name Mircea Basra before. Julian mentioned it as a member of his organization in the city that is an honorable individual. Alright,
Get one
so
success.
He goes,
3 successes, Sean.
Cool. No nightmares for me, and then now I need diff. I need 4 dice diff 3.
Okay,
he'll tell the
2
tell the
successes.
bouncer.
Cool.
Tell the bouncer the kindred's fine. Serve them as normal.
Okay,
Dahi will have Fuddle up to hide his animalistic features.
Probably a good idea. Rich is just gonna like raise his glass at the guy who sat a few seats down from him. And greeting.
Oh, this will go well.
Oh, goody.
Dahi will just give him kind of that like polite nod, and otherwise just kind of brush him off.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, this is gonna go well.
I don't know. Up to this point, it's gone very well for most vampires interacting with him. The long in passing Julian being the first of many.
Oh,
You can go ahead and go whenever.
He's trying to grow out of it, but I'm not going to say that out loud. Okay.
Basically, the intro is Jonathan bursts in the bar looking very frantic.
being
More
followed
than a
by. By the way, what is his? I don't know what Sirloin's mortal
He wants
seeming
him
is.
to relocate.
I don't know. Ari literally mentioned him one time as like the main general in court.
I'm gonna look up and see if he's actually in the books or not.
No, it was a joke made by Ari. He's not going to be in the books.
Damn it. Okay. So, followed by a blonde boy that's hunched over a bit, going through the door and looking very hairy. You'll see his fey meaning is Sirloin of Beef, the Troll Knight, head lieutenant of the Duchess.
Riker is going to come over and be like, "What the heck? What's wrong?"
Riker Jonathan just looks at him. We met a kindred who needs to be ashed immediately. And Brett, he's not talking about dust.
Right.
I don't care about dust.
Oh, well,
He
that'll
goes-
get Dahi's attention quicker than a fucking light bulb if you can hear that one.
Probably get Mircea's attention too, because hey,
Jonathan looks
Oh.
right at
let's wait
Right
until
at
guys, let's wait until Tiger gets back because he is playing a vampire right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice he was
So-
gone.
This needs to wait
What
for
a-
him.
What I missed?
Basically,
That's fine.
Jonathan came in saying there's a vampire we need to kill right now.
Jonathan, and I haven't finished either yet. Jonathan's looking at Riker. She commanded one of the Highborn, and he's looking right at Riker with a very serious look on his face. He
I'm hoping you whispered this because we just reopened.
He didn't say it loud. He said it like very very low personal tone, like he didn't yell it to the
Okay.
bar.
Well,
But he's
can I
very
go ahead
pissed. You can
and
tell.
He's going to pinch the bridge of his nose and gesture for Dahi and basically go, "Come with me."
he'll hop
Yeah.
off his stool and tail swishing follow.
Mitch is gonna pop first out of Auspex, heighten senses hearing, and not actually follow, just kind of listen to whatever they're doing. this dude man freaking out shows up, and then
'Cause
everyone seems to
Ospec
leave
is
with
a-
him.
Yeah, Ostex is a perfect discipline for douchebags.
Yeah.
Mitch is not a douchebag.
Oh,
He's just paranoid at this point.
fair enough.
Considering the
I'm
fact
going-
that his sheriff got killed by a vampire, and now we're talking about killing another vampire.
I'm going to. Since this is dealing with House of Staves, he's going to go up to one of his bouncers along the way to his office, and tell them, tell Mr. or Mrs. Bostrop to come. He is needed in my office.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
he's being called by the principal.
So the one of the troll's going to go up with Jonathan. One of the bouncers is going to walk over to Mercia and say, "Sir, you're needed in Mr. Lynch's office. If you please follow me."
Mitch will get up and follow, and I'm about to send you a PM, Brett.
Gotcha.
Because, fuck, I'm playing the only character that was in the scene we just did, and other
Yep.
than Troll Right. So I got
The
to inform
troll showed
everybody.
up right at the end of it.
Yeah, so he didn't get any of the information either.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Jonathan's
yeah,
pissed.
I didn't feel like coming here with Gus because I figured he took Bosco over to the Order Hermes place, and that's where they're fucking off at right now.
Yeah.
Oh, by
Always
the way,
with him.
guys, when Jonathan walked in the bar, he had like a noticeable thing about being angry, because does she have that? And since he has Simi's blessing, he gets that in the Grey World too. Basically, he's very energetic, and you can tell, it's very easy to tell he's mad.
Yeah, you're getting your appearance dice, so everyone just would be focused on you.
No, not the appearance stats, the other part of the Simi's blessing. Or the other part of his birthright, where it's not important.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
It's not important, but it's just, I thought I'd mention it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you all go up to Riker's office. As you guys are getting settled, there's a knock on the door, and Mir's just standing outside with the bouncer to let him in.
He nods to the bouncer and tell him you may go. And go back to your house.
He'll nod and head back downstairs.
Okay. What do you mean? Because I'm going to have to tell Charlie about this if he does not already know.
We were investigating myself, one of the Quajin, a Korax, your werebear friend, I believe, and one of the other members of the House of Cups were investigating a number of disappearances in the walled city. We encountered a red-headed Nightwalker.
Okay.
I went up to try, and we had already been informed multiple times that this was the culprit of the disappearances. I went up to her and tried to use a dictum to get her to follow us where we could interrogate her. She had the audacity to use dictum on one of the highborn. And
Oh, fuck.
Hey, Dehi, roll your kindred lore.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me, fuck, 4 dice. I'm spending a willpower because I keep fucking up on these kindred
No
rolls.
problem. So 2 successes. Yeah, that's not right. They can't use that kind of power.
Are you sure you're not talking about them? Okay, he said that they were using dictum.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure you weren't talking? They can't use changeling arts. Are you sure you're not talking about dominate or presence?
she used my own magic against me. Not only that, very soon afterwards, we met another kindred named Dust, who claimed to be her broodmate, or something along those lines. They claim to be part of the Sabat, I believe they call themselves.
Oh.
At that point, Mirch is going to like lean forward. I'm sorry, did you say Did you say Dust?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know he's not someone we mess with, but I figured it would be good to
And
inform.
he'll like raise his hand and like with a second. I'm sorry, I'm very rude of me. Mircha Basarab. I should have introduced myself.
Can I get a Sabat not a Sabat, a fucking Zemis lore check?
Yeah, go ahead.
4 dice, please.
Jonathan just inclines his head towards Mercia. You notice he's standing on the other side of the
2
office. from Mercia.
successes.
Oh. This is why I call for Dehi.
At which point, as soon as he hears Mircha's name, he immediately just kind of that touching the bridge of your nose and just being like, "I can get through this. I'm not going. It's be very, very bad to be in front of 3 friends and just murderate someone. So we'll just wait."
Are you alright, sir?
Wait.
You look like you have a headache.
Dehi,
Yeah,
not right now, not that one.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. I'll be fine.
Okay, good. I don't mean to cause any
Okay.
distress, but
So she used the power on one of the Highborn that replicated the powers of Sovereign
Yes.
present.
and got away with it.
Yes. She also did something to some of our friends. If she appears in the city, I'm going to kill her so she doesn't haunt, especially if she goes anywhere near the Duchess. And I'm sure with all this talk, the trolls probably said something, probably like, what the fuck's going on?
Understandable.
You didn't say. What is the. I don't even. I better go find the Duchess, and he'll actually get up and storm out the door. Because you just said that the Duchess is threatened, and that's like oath.
Yeah.
Out the door.
Um. Okay.
I had a character of a feeling the changelings are going to be very hard to contact for a while now. Or at least the Duchess. Overprotective troll that are. You keep getting
Everybody roll a perception with an awareness substitute.
Okay.
So awareness from Orange
Perception
County.
Kenning.
Yeah.
okay. I
Can
know
I
what I
get
need
4
to do.
dice, Brett?
4 dice. Okay.
What diff, Brett? You know?
6.
Or Derp, do you know? Of course you know you're the ST.
What?
Yay.
All right.
I said, do you know what the diff was? Like, wait, you're the ST. Of course you know what the diff is. I got 4.
You feel somebody watching you.
I have no idea.
Everybody,
literally just-
Feeling
everybody,
okay.
Riker feels somebody's watching you. Because
Jonathan
hey,
literally says, we are not talking about you, Dust. We will leave you alone.
and the
It's
presence will slowly fade. Because hey, when you say somebody's name enough times, he starts going, well, what the fuck?
Hold on. That is.
He looks at Dehi. He looks at Dehi. The one in question can hear when you say his name.
Hold on.
Just to give a positive expression of that, it's one of those things of that odd. He can hear me, and then that just kind of because his last interaction with the one named Dust, if we're going to treat him like Sting here, it just like a slight grin, and then it just kind of brushes away.
Okay, he's burning a willpower and a glamour, so he has 2 auto successes, and he's invoking chicanery.
Okay.
This is something that should not be seen or heard. Okay. Alright. God dang it. I'm assuming you were on council business, and this is the same reason why Bosco did not report to his ship.
Bosco was entranced by this creature. He suddenly began obeying her commands. And out of character, I said in trance. He didn't say that like a title. He said it like trying to describe it
Mhm.
because he wouldn't know the power itself. But
Son of a
and he then
Okay.
he looks at Riker and smiles. Do you have any more of those fun swords that cause sunlight? And he
Oh,
smiles a very, very nasty smile. This is like, you guys have known Jonathan for a while. That's the nastiest smile he's ever given.
that's
May I
that's
veto
in,
the sunlight sword?
that's in the providence of Charlie at the moment, and I don't have the ability to create those. And probably we're going to have to refrain from using it because we are having to involve the House of Staves.
Are they even
Looking directly,
or
looking directly at Jonathan.
are they even of our court?
Probably not, but it's still their problem.
Hey, Jonathan, you actually heard Dust say, "I'm following the laws of the city."
Mm-hmm. He don't care about dust.
Write down.
He's out of character. He actually doesn't care about dust at all,
Because if
other than
these
just staying out of his way.
leeches, I'm sorry. Because if these leeches that are doing this, using what they would call presence on members of this council, then fuck them. They're dead.
Well, Jonathan literally goes, I'm mainly worried about the Duchess. If she meets this creature and tries to do what I did, with the amount of presence the amount of power the Duchess has behind her, I don't want to see what
And I
that'll
also
end up.
fucked up, Brett. Go ahead, and I'm burning a willpower because it's Christmas Eve. I totally blew up. That should have been a lie. Yeah. So
No problem, you're okay.
Willpower tool for this scene.
All right. You're
So-
not going to have to worry about the Duchess. Charlie has. If they even get that far, Charlie is the closest to her to cover that.
Good.
So we have the redhead that's I need to have my people look out for because she's reflecting our own powers against us.
Jonathan will give you a description of her for the peeps.
He
You know her
will
name?
write that. You know her. Gesturing to Mercer.
Do you know her name?
We were not around her long enough to discover her name.
There was a name given,
Mm-hmm.
but the question is, whose name was it?
Out of character, I don't remember, is why I said that. Because out of character, I don't remember.
Roll
Yeah, I
a
remember
intelligence
Celeste.
roll. Yeah,
I remember Celeste, but I don't think that was.
that was the
I
only
think that
name
was-
given.
Yeah. I just thought to me, it seemed clear enough that they weren't talking about her,
Okay.
is why I didn't think anything.
So Celeste.
Hey, how much Zemis lore do you have, Sean and Mersha?
Just one dot.
Okay.
2.
All right. Roll that plus intelligence, difficulty 8.
Okay.
I need 4 dice, Brett.
With one, it's going to be a difficulty 9. So.
You know it's worth a shot.
Nope, I got
damn.
nothing.
You didn't botch.
I was close. I was close.
Yeah. So, neither of you understand the significance of that name. So.
Well,
continue on.
So she's
Okay.
that one is Rekka puts that into the computer as no fly no admit into the bar list on the computer for the bouncers.
Can Jonathan see what he's doing?
Yeah, I'd say. Well, no. Riker's behind his desk, tapping on his computer. So.
Okay.
You know, some vampires are still not allowed into the club. He may be jotting down her name for the records of the club. Okay, so where was this?
In the walled city. Your friend Charlie decided to invoke the delirium, or not invoke the delirium, to take his war form, and after I invoked the weird to attempt to make the civilians, of which there were quite a few, forget that one of our friends pulled a gun in the middle of a crowded Hong Kong street.
Well, that was overkill, but then again, he's usually impulsive like that.
I agree. It seems an over-exaggeration of the necessary force.
Okay, so we're going to need. I'm going to need to make a call to Miss Becker and Juan Ping. Lovely.
I'll inform Miss Becker. You just worry about whoever, Wang Ping.
The Bodhisattva and the Emperor.
Yes, him.
Oh,
Sure.
add a character. I'm gonna need to get a hold of Ari, and I'm gonna need to look through the books.
Do I want to do this to make it obvious how far behind he is? Well, yeah, I'll go ahead and do it as this day. Well, if Miss Becker isn't available, shouldn't you just inform Julian?
He's dead.
And Riker just gets really quiet and gets a look of, please don't say that again because I don't want to break down right now.
And then Mersha just blurted out he's dead. So.
Yeah, at which point Dahi will do that like turn.
Yeah. I'm sketchy on the details. Apparently there was a third party. Apparently,
Jonathan will hold up a finger. We were told Dust was not behind that, by the way. And he says that just very quickly.
But according to Charlie, who is investigating the situation, is actually found out that there's still a third party involved.
All I know is I was there. I felt someone watching us and weird things happening around the lupine, and next thing I knew,
I heard about that.
The lupine.
Well, I'm going to say her situation is very unprecedented at best.
Define unprecedented.
She's taking one of theirs as her mate.
Jonathan.
Yes.
Jonathan will
puts his hand
up.
in his head.
Yes, and if you should see Adrian, please let me know.
I have no
Jonathan is rubbing his head.
I don't have any contact with him at the moment, and
That's
I have
fine.
rarely seen.
That's fine.
I've rarely seen him recently.
That's fine, but if you see him in the future, please let me know.
Understood. Okay. I need to. I don't know how this will get back to me, but I've got to make sure this does not come back to the club because you're here. Looking at Jonathan, last time you came about, I'm still getting flack for enchantments.
Jonathan literally growls. He just growls. And it's not a very human-sounding growl either. It's just full changeling growl.
What evidence do you have that as to who was behind this concerning the werewolf attacking Julian?
Looking at Mersha.
But was that addressed to me?
So you
It
guys
was
tell all of
addressed
you
to the
guys.
group in general. Who do we know who did this? Is basically what he's asking.
Yeah. As far as
I'm
what
unsure. I have my suspicions, but they are just that, suspicions. I have no real evidence to back them up at all.
Okay, so, I'm assuming, since he was, taken in by the siren, Bosco was taken, to the observatory.
I have no idea where the werebear went. I assume he is in good care, though.
Yeah,
Riker's gonna get text from Arthur.
look at it.
Hey, dude, I'm at the observatory. Just so you know, your brother cousin came in really fucked up. We're getting him taken care of. Gus is here. Jason's here. We're getting this guy treated. He should be fine within an hour or so.
Alright, we're probably going to need you to come by. We need somebody else of the council. Things may have been more blown up than should have been.
Alright, I'll borrow the Mage Mobile and I'll be on my way over. So
Alright.
he's going to be about 15 minutes of travel time. So.
Okay.
He's gonna get shit done.
Yep.
Yeah. So, why were y'all even there to begin with, besides the siren?
I was investigating the disappearances of the homeless people. It was a personal matter. I encountered a number of other prodigals, including that Nightwalker.
Ah, I had one of my contacts actually told me that he was worried about the walled city.
Yes, it was not a pretty sight.
Oh, so we're dealing with a potent Nightwalker that has very powerful mental capabilities.
More than mental, if she was able to manipulate the stuff of the dreaming, then there's something very different about her.
Oh, lovely. Okay, I've got Arthur's on his way, so he should be able to help us on.
What do you mean manipulate the dreaming? How so?
She was able to manipulate the energy of the dreaming. It's not purely mental what she do, and you know. It's infused with glamour.
Behi, are you familiar with the art of solving?
Well, who isn't?
Mitchell raised his hand at that.
It was a rhetorical question. Thank you.
All right.
Lower his hand with a slight smile.
He's from what you just said. This siren basically, when he went to go apprehend her with Dictum, she rebounded his own power onto himself.
Hey, Mirsha has kindred lore.
Yeah.
Give me that
roll
sweet
it.
kindred lore too.
Roll it.
Four dice.
What's the diff?
Oh, good. Arthur's gonna show up. I can tell him that. I can tell him we
Eight.
found out from
God
what's
damn!
his
Of
the rest
course.
about Kapala.
Yeah, I got one success.
Okay.
Tavis.
Tremere have a thing where presence doesn't work on them.
Tavis of the foul presence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all gonna share with the class?
How would I do that?
This
Okay.
is this is something that Mirsha would find particularly interesting because hey, you know, there are some Zumis that have tried to use presence on Tremere only to find it working on them instead.
Right.
Yeah.
He'll just kind of like rub his chin thoughtfully.
Okay. So, do you know if she was had glamour in her blood, in her own dead blood?
Highly unlikely.
Any glamour would have been most likely destroyed by contact with her banality. By the way, Brett, we never asked what her banality was.
It was
we asked
6.
her, I asked her.
I told you.
Okay.
Yeah, you
I thought that was
did.
dust. I
No,
thought that was dust I asked about. Okay.
No, you asked about the girl. You never asked about
Yeah.
Dust.
Okay. I was getting the two confused.
Yeah.
We'll say she was also extraordinarily low banality for a Nightwalker.
Yes, some of them are. You'd be surprised.
Julian told
She
me.
was-
Julian told me about the kiosk. And that's why I asked.
He looks at Dehi. She was lower. Her banality was lower than most humans I've met.
You
Yeah,
seem
it
to
would be
know
a bit
about a lot.
unusual, but not impossible.
Could mean,
Okay.
it out of character could mean she's incredibly, incredibly insane with a ton of derangements.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That's what I
yeah.
said. It's incredibly unlikely, but not impossible.
Yes.
Mitch is
Just
gonna look
10
at
different
Dehi.
arrangements.
Oh my!
Hold on,
Mitch
Tiger's
is
trying to say
gonna
something.
look at Mitch is gonna look at Dehi and just say, "You seem to know a lot about us for not being one of us."
I have my reasons.
Which are private, and if he wants to share, he'll share them, and he does.
That's fair.
Okay, so yeah, out of character, me and the Fox Buka are deputies to the Sun, installed into the Sun by Roger. So this is one of the things I'm going to have to look into, but it does help to have one of the council members come in.
So about that time, you'll get buzzed that Arthur just showed up.
Send him in.
All right. About 5 minutes later, there'll be a knock on the door. Arthur will walk in. What's going on, guys? Wow, this is unusual. Hey, who the fuck are you? And I'll look at Mersha.
Mitch Bossera, pleasure. He'll hold his hand out.
I'm Arthur. Nice to meet you. Here, he hands him a blunt. If you need it.
Or
I appreciate it, but I'm afraid I don't smoke.
Or if you can be effective by it.
Well, just whatever.
Yeah.
I suppose I can keep it in case someone else does, and he'll tuck it away.
Arthur, apparently Jonathan here has been had an encounter with an unknown member of the House of Staves, or non-member. I don't know, and had his the powers of Sovereign rebounded on himself, trying to apprehend her.
Well, that doesn't sound right. I mean, powers don't just rebound, do they?
Not normally.
And Sovereign, I'm not familiar with that power of your guys's.
It is our natural born right to command. That's all Jonathan says.
Wow. Okay. He'll hand you a blunt. Smoke this, please.
Jonathan does
Yeah,
like
you'll
last,
just kinda
does the
chuckle
exact
at
thing
that.
last. Jonathan
Mitch
did
is
the
gonna
same
look at
thing he did
Jonathan
last
and
time.
say, "You remind me of some of my own."
Jonathan will do the same thing he did last time Arthur did that.
I'll take one too. And what the heck? Why are you eating it?
Pass it over to Charles.
Or
Pass it over to Riker.
turning
Oh, by the
Jonathan,
way-
what are you?
By the way, Jonathan no longer has those burns he normally has on his hands, and he's wearing some very nice armor for Riker's information.
Nice armor. And
There is some magic used by some of our kind that can reflect certain disciplines. I suppose it's not too much of a stretch to have it bounce back against your powers.
And yeah, and what's even worse, she actually took in Siren Song Foster.
Yeah, we're fixing that right now. Jason's working on it, Gusta's watching them, and Jacob's leading the rest of the Hermetics in ritual to boost that power.
Out of character, Charlie's watching too.
Oh, Charlie's there too.
He was
Just to make
following.
sure.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Yes.
I'm gonna give him. Give him the night off then.
All right. Yeah,
Uh,
it's pretty bad too. He kept talking about how beautiful she was and shit like that.
yeah.
Never heard-
I just hope Gus keeps his be quiet for once, because that's not good for him to be that let up.
Yeah.
What was this? Was this a discussion about Gus keeping something quiet? You're funny.
But it's for his best bud Bosco.
Oh God. Oh.
The only thing they wouldn't be able to cure on Bosco would be the dependence, but that's over in an hour anyway, so he's fine.
Yeah. Also, apparently they found her when they were investigating the missing homeless in the walled city, and I'm guessing she was the cause of it.
Her and Dust.
Wait, Dust, the guy who this
Oh,
Voivode,
fuck. I didn't mean to say his name. Fuck.
and roll perception awareness and perception kenning and etc.
Jonathan's
Oh,
literally
God.
just going, sorry.
And Arthur
I
doesn't
botched.
sense shit. I botched too.
Well,
So
Jonathan already knows.
four guys.
His
Four
Dust
dice,
told him.
Brett. Yeah.
Oh dear
You already know.
Lord.
3 successes for
Three
for
successes.
A. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you feel those eyes on you again.
Does he
Oh,
quite
He's
literally
sorry.
snoop on anything concerning his name?
What'd you say?
I just kind of say out loud, not expecting a response. Does he quite literally snoop on everything concerning his name?
Chicanery.
Jonathan just goes, I apologize. I am still adapting to these new rules. I apologize for attracting your attention. That's all
From
he
now on,
says.
we-
Apologize to him.
From now on, we'll refer to him as the Voivodate, so we don't have to worry about that.
They don't listen in on that every time it's said.
Yeah, I can't keep doing that. It's going up chicanery, Jonathan.
The presence will fade. So
Alternatively, we could refer to him as Spikeface.
Can we just call him a dick?
That works too.
Okay, who? I don't say his name. Say like a nickname, but
The
who
Dick.
keeps-
The Dick Leech.
The Dick.
That works for me.
Okay, the Dick keeps. Who is the freaking Dick that keeps looking at?
So the Dick Leech and the redheaded chick apparently are the ones responsible for the missing people. But
It
one thing
appears so.
I'd like to know is why.
I know. That's what I want to know, because that's affecting dreamers, possible dreamers.
I mean, are they? I hate to sound like a douchebag, but are they creating like a herd or something?
Oh,
It's
fuck. I'm
possible.
glad I'm not.
That's
Fuck.
that's possible. They could be
Out of
planning a mass embrace and a siege on the
Yeah.
city. There are a lot of options.
That sounds very likely for someone if they claim the Sabbat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this means I'm going to probably need to go into the Wall City and probably do a mass hiring. Yay!
Oh, mass hiring is not the correct term. Mass conscription. That'd be a better term.
Mass conscription. This place is supposed to be safe.
And he'll turn kind of with a bit of a smirk because I feel like fucking with Tiger right now. Isn't that right? And then roll back. Sorry,
This is-
Tiger.
Wait, no, I completely missed that. I'm sorry.
He would give like a playful like roll and a smirk because all he has to go on is your last name, which you made the check on, and go, "Isn't that right?" And then just kind of roll back to talking to the rest of the changelings, kind of giving you a
Are you
little
implying
jab.
I'm- Are you implying I'm with the Sabbat, sir?
If you want to take it that way.
He
I'm
was
sure you're
vetted.
not.
Okay, he was vetted by Julian. That's why he's even in here.
Well, considering the fact that a dead man's voting for him, okay.
I've dedicated most of my unlife to removing many of my clanmates for the practices they do. I assure you, I'm no friend of the Sabbat.
Kupala mentioned something about him probably wanting to put me in his cathedral. I'm not really the religious type.
Oh,
Should
by
I
the
should I
way,
go ahead and do a Zamish lore on that one too?
Yes. Actually, no, you don't need the Denise lore, because you know enough
Okay.
about your own clan for that.
Yes, I would advise staying out of that cathedral.
But I'm not religious. What would I do in a cathedral?
Become part of it.
What the fuck?
Probably literally.
Yes, it's referred to as a cathedral of flesh. It's not a pleasant place to be.
Oh, God.
Yay.
I'm sure you can see why from the name.
Yeah. Okay. Are they that fucked up, really?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
vicissitude is a god awful discipline.
Is this a what?
If it could even be called that.
Okay.
I like to
Jonathan
think
goes-
that Mircha and Dahi at the same time when that question was asked, just at the same time went, yes.
More than likely, yeah. Oh,
Jonathan-
Lord.
Jonathan is going, don't worry, Arthur. I'm sure if they took you there, we'd at least, I'd rally up some changelings. We'd go and at least flicker flashed into the sun for you, put you out of your misery.
I appreciate that. I don't want to be a piece of a wall. That doesn't sound comfortable.
Or,
If you're
or
lucky, you'll be
we,
a piece of the wall.
or
Oh,
we,
God.
or we
You
could
could be
probably.
organ.
Oh.
An organ of organs. Isn't that a pleasant thought?
It's better than an orgy.
Oh, God.
He'll pull out one of the good ones and he'll light it up and he'll just start smoking it. Like,
Good job. Smoke some weed. Make yourself more paranoid.
this stuff helps a lot.
Jonathan, hey, you might want to give Jonathan the good stuff and have him eat it.
Alright, he'll hand over one of the special blunts to Jonathan.
Jonathan just shakes his head. I need to be in full control of my wits when I meet when I talk to the Duchess.
This will cleanse you of all toxins and all hurts and injuries.
I am not injured, but I need to talk to the Duchess.
Okay. Oh, put it away.
He smiles at Riker and winks at Riker.
So,
Yeah,
question.
we're going to need to
The
talk
dick-
to her
the-
too.
the
I'm going
dick-
to need to talk to her too.
Alright, everybody start talking at once, so...
So you said that the Dick Leech, when you say his name, he drops in. Does he like appear if you say his name 3 times, like Beetlejuice?
You could try, but I highly advise you try something like that over a lava lake.
Please don't test that.
Oh, but never mind.
Oh, God. Yeah, let's. But also, I need you calmer so we don't. So we can at least do it. Figure out a plan before we go on to purge this person from Hong Kong.
So,
Oh,
what do we know
I
about
have
this
a plan.
siren anyway? I mean,
She needs to die?
yeah, I get that, but do we know what her master plan is? Do we know who she's working for? Is she the big boss, or is she somebody's little bitch?
I know that if we kill her, it will interrupt her master's plans.
Are you sure? If she's not the big boss and we just kill a minion, isn't it like killing Darth Maul?
No matter.
Ooh, we
Check
killed
our-
the apprentice. We didn't kill Palpatine.
Our interest in this matter so far is to kill the one who insulted a member of our house and is a potential threat to our house. After that, it's all up to the House of Staves what they want to do with them.
If they're,
He'll look over at Mircha. When they reflect this power, is it intentional, or is it like a defense?
Hang on. It's
Out of character, if you're wanting to know from that, Iger.
I know out of character. Arthur just doesn't know, so he's trying to clarify.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
and
I saw
I-
my fingers up like he
I
was
don't
trying to
Tremere.
clarify.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't Tremere at all. So like,
Tremere, if they put Pavis on, it's all acts of presence. This one's hyperpowered because it was using dark thaumaturgy, so it was able to repel things like rollover and dictum and any social supernatural power.
okay.
So
So
Jonathan
it's-
kind of starts. Oh, by the way, you might be interested in this, sir. And he looks at Mersha. There was something called Infernalists in the city.
Arthur will stand the fuck up,
Yeah, so will
Arthur-
Mircha.
and you will see. You'll actually see quintessence form in Arthur's hand. Infernalist.
Arthur, yeah, chill. You know you're safe here, dude.
And we just
Oh,
lost
who
Sean.
dropped?
Sean.
Oh,
Let's see if we can get him. I
Uh,
don't know if maybe he's lost power or what.
probably. Rikers and goes into calm down mode. Hey, Arthur, it's okay. You know you're safe here. They're not here.
If it makes you feel better, we will almost certainly kill her. I'm sure Sir Loin is quite anxious to protect the Duchess right now.
And I wouldn't lie to him. If there's Infernalists in the city, he'll just kind of shake his head.
Yeah. You see that the quintessence in his palm is starting to spin slightly, and the only person who's ever seen this happen is Riker, when we went after Dahi.
That was Charlie.
Oh, who was it?
So-
Jonathan Noon? Or
Riker?
Jonathan would have saw it because you used it at in Kupala's palace.
Right.
Yeah.
so
Riker can guess that's he's priming up an offensive power, and he goes,
which
right, Arthur, you know you can't use offensive powers in here.
and actually at that point the quintessence would get absorbed into a ward in the ceiling. But that would also strike Riker a little odd because in the entire time he's known Arthur has never used an offensive power in his life.
Dude, you okay? You've never done that before.
If there's an Infernalist here, they could do what the Nefandi tried to do to me. And Arthur will just sit down and he'll start staring off into space.
He punches the buzzer to the bartender. I need the Arthur's good stuff.
All right.
Served by his waitress.
Okay. So Sean, are you back? At all? Maybe.
That's
It's not. So waitress will come upstairs with Glenn McKenna, age 30 years. The really good stuff and the stuff Arthur only drinks when he's really fucked up. And we'll set down the glass with the bottle, and then we'll walk out. Arthur will take the glass. Oh, actually, eschew the glass, take the bottle, and knock it back.
Jonathan is not mentioning anything, by the way, of how Dust claimed not to have sent Kupala after him. Jonathan's keeping that information to himself on purpose. I mean, he is a she. He can't be all nice, sunshine, and rainbows all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like I said, you guys that know Jonathan have never seen him this pissed before.
Yeah. Well, fuck. Okay. So how many are there so far?
I was told there are at least 2 confirmed.
And he'll
one who
knock
told
it back
us-
again and down about a fourth of it, and he's going to have to roll stamina. One success, he's okay. He's getting buzzed, but he's not really fucked up yet.
I was told there may be more, but if so, I'm sure a purge would be a simple matter for your people. Perhaps not. But I'm sure if you asked, the Duchess would be happy to provide some assistance.
Riker will notice he's how quickly he's downing the bottle and buzz for another one and keep him coming.
Okay.
I would not accept any assistance from him. Looking at Jonathan. I'm trying not to mention the name that has been explicitly mentioned to not name.
Oh, not him, but the Duchess, I'm sure, would provide some of our people to aid you.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Dust, my bad.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No,
No,
the Duchess.
no. The dude freaking sees through chicanery. No.
Well, I mean, technically, if he's using Way of Spirit, shouldn't the spirit wards on the bar be at least distorting our words a bit?
No, because the spirit wards are only there to prevent offensive powers from being used.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
This
a
is like
matter-
our main base of operation. Sorry.
I was saying it's a matter of semantics at that point. They're dove spirits bound into the spirit wards.
yeah.
Okay, I was just going to say, if this is going to be our main base of operations, we need to kind of step up the security a bit more for anti-spying, just even if it's anti-technocrat spying.
Yeah.
Because this is where we do like almost all of our planning for pretty much everything in the city.
Right.
Sorry about that. What I missed, folks.
So you missed the mention of Infernalists, both Tiger and Arthur going tense. Arthur actually summoning Quintessence into his hand, about to use Rossin Shuriken. Then it gets sucked up into the wards, and now Arthur is downing bottles of Glen McKenna 30 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to thank this intermission for me for McDonald's as Wi-Fi, even while the store is closed, hating me for having the gall for being on their Wi-Fi for longer than 3 hours.
Nice.
Oh.
So, Infernalist, can I make a lore check for that out of curiosity? Or...
Yeah, you can, because Infernalists are actually common in Kindred lore.
Okay,
Yeah.
so give me 4 dice, Brett. I'll spend the willpower.
Oh, yeah. Spending
'Cause
willpower
I'll just
for an
go
auto
through
sucks?
3 today, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So 3
Of
successes.
course, I spend the willpower when I don't need it. 2
Yeah.
successes.
Vampires who seek greater power will sometimes contact the lower planes and get the help of demons. Infernalists are reviled by both the Camarilla and the Sabbat, and no Infernalist would ever claim to be a member of the Sabbat unless they were bullshitting. If a member of the Sabbat claims an Infernalist is a member of the Sabbat, they are promptly hunted down by the Inquisition and killed.
Fantastic. So, Leech is so bad, other leeches hate them.
There is one other thing that you would know with your kindred lore. Justicar Edict says that Camarilla Tremere can be Infernalist.
That what?
That Camarilla Tremere can be Infernalist. They're allowed to be Infernals.
He'll ignore how ignoramusously stupid that sounds and move along.
Okay. You can thank Desagra for that.
The Camarilla may like that, but doesn't mean the other supernaturals won't kill him for being Infernalists.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
The logic behind that being that they are able to be Infernalists, they can infiltrate and learn more and blah blah blah. It's total bullshit.
Yeah. Thank you, Anton and Desagrab. But anyway, go ahead and say what you're going to tell the assembled. Sean?
What?
Go ahead and say what you were about to tell everybody before you got interrupted.
Oh, I was just doing the lore check. I didn't know if that was still an object of discussion.
Yeah, it is still technically.
So let me get this straight. The person in question is a leech so hated by leeches that both other major leech societies don't like them?
Yes.
Okay. Glad we're clear.
There is one other question, though. Could they be being helped out by Nefandi?
What are
what?
Nefandi exactly?
Nefandi are mages that have been twisted into serving demons.
Well, then
They
we're fucked
are-
if they are.
Especially if they're here, that means they could be coming after me. I got away from them
Well-
once, and they could turn me.
Well, we have no reason to believe they're not, so we should all be on our guard.
Yeah, and if they're here, here, the Black Spiral dancers are here. It seems everyone's working together lately. Yay! Okay,
He'll
Are
finish
we-
off the bottle, and then he'll start the second one.
Arthur, you know you can stay here if you have to.
I appreciate it. Alright, he's getting slightly drunker.
And which you're probably going to have to if you keep going.
I'll nod. Just don't let me fall into the Umber again, that was uncomfortable.
Don't know how that happened. That probably was a fluke. Either way, I won't enchant you. You'll be crashing on the mundane side couch.
Cool, thanks.
Okay, so, Barnolith, and Effendi. Yay, any more good news? Besides the fact that we're looking at Jonathan, we're going to need to talk to the judges about this.
Oh, I'm going to ask the Duchess to call a wild hunt. To call the wild hunt upon her. If she's that dangerous, we need as many changelings as we can get involved.
Well, if she is what she says she is, it also may be a double-edged sword. I mean, that could expose a lot of us that are not so equipped for such a problem.
At least the Knights of the Court will be involved in this fight. If this is as great a threat as Arthur, and he inclines his head towards Arthur, says it
Who's
is,
now halfway through the bottle, the second bottle.
then we're going to need all the help we can get.
Yeah.
In fact,
Hey,
and he
Bassara, tell that hot-ass Becker exactly what's going on and how her fucked up shit's getting even more fucked up. Okay?
He'll kind of say, oh, I had already planned on informing Miss Becker, but yes.
Good. Tell her she needs to loosen up a bit. It's like she's got a scepter up her ass.
That is
Irony.
most of the Ventrue. Yes.
Double, he'll wait for her to say that's most of the Ventrue, and the day he will quip irony.
Oh, damn. So, 3 successes on a stamina roll when he's 3/4 of the way through a bottle. Does that mean he gets more clear-headed?
No idea.
He is reaching Zen through alcohol.
Isn't that like what Bosco's supposed to do?
Right?
Reach Zen through alcohol?
Yeah. It makes sense. We're in fucking Hong Kong. We're in Asia.
Anyway.
No. For scene purposes, by the fourth bottle, Arthur all of a sudden gets his waitress in his lap.
Okay.
can we not simply... Jonathan pipes up. Can we not simply pit our enemies against each other? Surely the technocrats would be as displeased to find out about these creatures as we are. Simply maneuver one of them into being in a position where the technocracy will find them, and then let our enemies fight each other for us.
The problem
One, we have to be able to maneuver the technocracy. 2, we have to be able to maneuver the Infernalists. 3, we have to be able to maneuver both of them at the same time.
which we can't do
It would help
either three.
What was
We
the
just
name of that
box them
one?
and ship them down to Deepwater. And Arthur will drop the third bottle and pass out.
It would be a matter of drawing the technocracy and the infernalist attention to the same spot, and then making sure whoever was doing the deed was gotten out of there as soon as possible.
Once Arthur passes out, Dahi's going to break out a Sharpie and just start doodling wherever he feels necessary. With whatever he feels necessary.
Riker, the changelings are going to leave this alone because this is his training duty. There's no stopping him right now.
Wait, I'm sorry, I spaced out for a second. What was like just said? I don't know what anybody said.
Changelings are probably not going to stop him because he's being propelled by the dreaming to do this.
Yeah. We're just kind of probably goading him on, honestly. We are both wilders, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're probably goading him on.
Right?
I mean,
Dude, how many
wilders...
balls did he go through?
2.5, almost 3.
It's at this point when he like starts to take note of the bottles as he's doing it. He goes, you guys think this, like,
break.
And at that point, Mitra will reach into his coat and pull out the blunt that Arthur gave him, and just kind of hold it out to the other three.
Sean, did we lose you?
Probably.
Yeah, it sounded like you broke out.
Yeah, didn't we?
Stop in the name of love.
Okay, so the temperance is out. And my freehold's going to be jonesing off of legendary quintessence and Arthur.
What?
Jacob gave Riker some glamour, and he out of his quintessence, and he just fed it back to his freehold.
Oh, okay.
And when you had your Rasa shuriken going and it got sucked in, he's like, "Oh goody, my freehold's going to be hyper for a month."
Well, actually, it's probably going to be vaguely creepy and making you feel like it's going to devour your soul because of the Cthulhu quintessence in it.
Probably.
But no, Jonathan is going to stand up. He'll bow to everyone, and he'll look at Riker. I'll see.
Get up and bow.
I'll talk to the Duchess about. And he'll actually kind of frown. Who's your knight that's training you again, Riker?
What the fuck is he called now? Phoenix. AKA Adam.
He had two. You literally see Jonathan stops him all that, and then you see him close his mouth, and you see him run his tongue over his teeth, and he goes, "I'll be talking to the Duchess about getting you a more responsible mentor." And
go ahead.
And he'll just turn around, and he has a small cloak on his armor that swishes when he turns around. He walks out the door.
Considering I haven't seen the dude in months.
Yeah, out of character, Jonathan's gonna ask the Duchess if Adam's gonna be an irresponsible mentor, if she would allow him to finish training Riker. That way Riker can get promoted sooner.
Yeah.
Because honestly, with all the shit Riker's gone through, he needs to be a knight by now.
Right? He's also trying to keep his own knights in line. He should be higher than this. Anyways. Okay, so... Oh, God. I'm going to have to make a call. Yay! He's going to get on the phone to ping mine.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
I still have my senses up, by the way. I never turned it
Yeah.
off.
Ping Mai's gonna answer the phone. What the fuck was the elf with the armor and the sword doing? Just randomly showing up in the middle of the walled city.
About that, I'm
The
going
guy should remember that, honestly.
He's a dreamer. He's by news dreamer. A dreamer.
But still, aren't you still susceptible to the mist?
Keep in mind, the mists only enclose after an hour, after a day.
Yeah, he's still got that in his brain.
Okay.
So when Charlie
He'll forget it tomorrow, but you're calling him tonight when he was like running the fuck away.
Okay, I need you to come to the club. I'm gonna have to debrief you sooner than I thought.
No. I don't. Listen, all I know is that I went there to try to figure out what the hell was going on with the homeless people, and all of a sudden, a giant elf with a sword and frickin' armor started waving this shit around, and there was something else that I can't really remember what it was, but it freaked me the fuck out. And do you know what it takes to get a triad boss to run away?
Do you mind? I'm going to have to debrief you sooner than I thought, and I've got information on the homeless people.
You've got information on the missing people?
Yes. Just come to the club. And we'll debrief you then. You here?
Okay. All right. I'm on my way. By that time, a couple of bounce. So basically, he tried calling Ping Mai, who was actually there, and Ping Mai's freaking the fuck out because he saw Jonathan go armored elf, and he doesn't remember the Krynos because his willpower is high enough to where he doesn't turn into a ball of creepy, waddling goo. And I'm guessing that by now somebody would have called the bouncer in to get Arthur to bed, or...
Yeah, I'm going to call his waitress.
Yeah.
To the couch.
Yeah, you were saying something, Sean, and then you completely broke up, so I don't know what happened.
The McDonald's finally just got sick of me, and so I just rolled 5 buildings down the road to the local Subway and then started stealing Subway's Wi-Fi.
Nice. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
So waitress comes in, helps Arthur get out because Arthur's actually only about 150 pounds.
He's so skinny.
He is so skinny, but he has an amazing alcohol tolerance. Because
Yeah.
he's been drinking since he was 14. So
Dang, he's lighter than I am.
yeah.
He's heavier than I am, but that's not saying much. I weigh like 125.
Where the fuck did the alcohol go?
I mean, I remember when I weighed 150. That was 3 years ago.
I remember when I weighed
120
150.
for the win.
I remember when I weighed
I
150.
weighed
I was
120.
like 12.
I'm actually 153 last time I weighed. That's only because that's my natural weight is lower than that.
All right. So Arthur gets
161.
Arthur gets escorted out of the room. So now you're just waiting. Go on with what else you guys were talking about.
Okay, so plan is to talk to the Duchess, and you got Miss Becker. I do have her phone number, but I don't know what she's doing right now. I don't want to catch her while she's feeding.
You should just let me deal with it.
Yeah. And
This is kind of in my purview anyway. I'm acting sheriff since...
oh,
you
you
know.
also took. Oh, goody! I hate to tell you this, but you took over as warder of the Bay.
I've not been informed of that.
Apparently, the previous head person before Becker instilled a liaison between our two societies, and that was Julian.
I haven't been informed of taking over those responsibilities as well. I would assume.
Tiger, did we lose you too? Oh no, never mind.
Okay. You lagged out for a second.
Alright, so you get a message from the front, from downstairs, saying that there's a muggle named, well, whatever you guys call mortals, by the name of Mr. Ping,
Dickbags.
waiting downstairs to speak to you.
Cinnamon.
Are you sure?
Yes. He's muggle-ish.
Okay.
Ish. I
So-
like that term.
Well, a couple minutes later, there will be a knock on the door, and you guys all remember what Ping Mai looks like?
No.
Do you remember
Trench
what
coat,
the triad?
nice dude, scarf.
Yeah. You've seen Black Lagoon, right, Sean?
No.
Okay. Think about what a traditional triad boss would look like, and then
Okay.
that's it.
Gotcha.
Sunglasses, slick back black hair, nice suit, black trench coat, and a scarf. And he walks in, he sits down, he lights up a cigarette. Who the fuck are these people?
Who the fuck are you?
Hold on. First, I had Ping Mai, you remember I said I was going to debrief you on the situation with Binu?
Yes, I remember that.
Out of character, Mircha wouldn't have said, "Who the fuck are you?" He probably would have said something. It's usually polite to introduce yourself before asking for names.
First of all,
Oh,
these are...
he wouldn't have been anywhere near that nice. He definitely would have said, "Who the
Right.
fuck are you?"
Right. Yeah. Totally.
This gentleman gesturing to Dehi, this is D, and this is Mr. Bosra. And I'm going to do something that is going to probably freak you out a little bit, because it also ties into the homeless people going missing. He invokes the weird.
And it doesn't really affect him because he's already been under the effects of the weird. So.
Alright.
So he's just like, so you're an elf too, you're fuzzy, I don't know what the fuck you are.
Well, he wouldn't know. He's the one invoking it, so the only thing he really sees right is him.
Okay. He's like, so you're an elf too. So the elf in the armor waving his shit around was one of yours.
Yes. He found the person that was causing the disappearances.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah, it's a red-haired chick by the name of was it Celestine or Celine?
Celeste.
Celeste.
Red-haired chick by the name of Celeste. That doesn't ring any bells. I'm usually up on people.
Foreigner. One of my my kind of foreigner. Mr. Bostrop is one of her affiliation, but affiliation though, and she's an unknown to him. The other entity in question that you experienced but you don't remember was Wolf.
The wolf, the big wolf, that was him?
Yes.
What the hell was he doing that in the middle of the city?
He gets to protect if somebody he cares about was around this person. Who
was drinking whiskey?
The what?
There's whiskey bottles in here. Do you guys ever clean up? What the hell?
I informed a friend, and he kind of had a.
It's new ritual we're working on. We empty all the bottles in the club. We bring them in here, and people that we don't like, we bash their heads in with bottles.
Okay,
We've
that works
started
too.
we've started a new group, the Fraternal Order of Weird Assholes.
Yeah. Okay, so Bainu is what is known as a troll, and he's going to be going back to your employ at least part time to at least protect you because you're what is known as a dreamer.
Yeah, you said that before.
You can partially see through our masks, so to speak.
He'll look over at Dehi and then look over at Mircha and he's just like, okay.
When except for D has a way to fortify himself because his true true
Can you
form his
Look, I hate to
his
interrupt
true
here, but
form.
can you find a different name to use? You make it sound like I give head to everyone I walk up to.
Okay, David, you could go by freaking multiple D names, so sue me.
Then pick one. Is it that hard?
David,
There we go.
he's going by David for right now.
It's actually
He
Daniel, but whatever.
Daniel, thank you. I stand corrected. Daniel has a different kind of true form than I do.
Right. So, what does that make this guy? He points over to Mircha.
Have you heard of the Westerners Dracula?
You're telling me he's a vampire? Sure,
Yeah,
why
he's a
not?
witch.
Trolls, elves, giant wolf things, vampires, why not? How are you doing, Mr.
Oh.
Vampire? I'm a triad boss.
Okay. There's that, and I need I'm this part you're going to need to write
Tell you
down,
what,
or I'm going to need you to write down or put in your phone that I need a meeting with the 14K.
With the who?
The 14K triad.
He'll pull out his phone and he'll start texting himself.
Yeah.
Do you know how hard it is to arrange a meeting with the 14K?
I know, but there's apparently they're screwing with others of my organization that don't really want me to be screwed with.
And?
This red-haired chick, she's dangerous. Do not look her in the eye.
that actually that doesn't exactly work like that, to be honest, from experience.
It depends on what she's using, yes.
Yeah.
What she's using?
And we have different abilities that particular ones that we use to exact our authority over somebody requires eye contact.
He starts typing this into the text too.
Except the person that they're referring to, who really doesn't require eye contact. But it also depends on which power she's using. I mean, sometimes she needs your attention. It's weird. I don't. Whatever.
He's still underneath the effects of the weird from you, man, and then I hit him with the weird. He's not going to remember most of it, but I'm not telling him everything.
Yeah, but he's gonna remember that. Well, I mean, you can tell him a bit about glasses because dictum doesn't require that, and
Yeah.
that just if we have to take this guy out later down the road, you don't want him knowing a bunch about the Fae in case we have to take him out later.
Right.
I have no problem telling him vampire stuff. I haven't told him any.
Okay, I can't tell you everything, but what you have already, about relating the stuff that you've already seen. But this red-haired chick, she needs to be taken out with extreme caution.
Or extreme
So what is
prejudice,
she?
that works too.
She's a,
What is she?
she is vampire.
So we find her place, kick it
Oh,
in, and
you're
drag
gonna
her out
sick
to
him
another day?
on that infernalist chick? Are you serious?
What? What the fuck's an infernal?
Let me get this. Let me get this straight. You are going to ask a mortal to go after. You know what? I'm just never mind.
What the fuck is
Mr.
infernal?
Lower his head and just shake it.
Mr. Lynch, correct? And he'll look at Riker.
Yes.
Do I go around spilling everything about your kind?
My apologies, but
In the future, do not do that again.
I won't.
Or he might.
Charlotte. Okay. She's to be watched, but don't engage. If you see her around, call me.
Why can't we just kick
And-
open her door and drag her out into the sunlight?
She's too dangerous for mundane.
If you say so. You guys know more about this shit than I do.
Just except for, erase the part that she's a vampire and just put down she's too dangerous. Just have her watched, and if you see her again, just call me.
Yes.
I'm also going to be.
because after I've heard something, I totally forget it.
I'm also going to spread the word about the black cloaked figure too. Apparently, he's been taking people.
Oh God, you've seen. Mm,
Yes, be careful
has.
around him as well.
yeah, be careful around him. He's an unknown player.
He's a dick.
You-
We've
Yeah, he's a
established
dick.
this. He's a dick.
He's a dick.
He is a dick of such epic proportions as to which that he could be measured with the same stiffness, rigidness, and assholeness of the American challenge. He is a dick of the highest order.
They no, I mean, out of character. That was a slip on the player, not the character. Daniel, I know you're pissed off, but whatever I tell you, it does not go past me or Binu or one of this room. All right.
Hey, Riker actually gets a message from the office. I mean, from downstairs. So this vampire just tried to walk in the bar and got flung 50 feet away.
What was the look? What did they look like?
Romanian or European, black hair, wearing a white and green dress.
Out of character, I don't know who that is.
No, you don't.
Do I know?
No.
Okay.
Don't know who that is.
Apparently the wards didn't like her.
I don't know
Maybe
who.
we should
who
like
that-
once Million Bottle Man gets done being, becoming sober again, we should ask him about that.
I don't know who that is. Direct her to Miss Becker.
No, I mean literally, she flew 50 feet away. It's like she bungee jumped away from the building.
Oh God, I don't know who it is. The building said no.
I think we're all doing a great
is,
service.
if I don't know who it is and it's not on the list, the building says no.
Gotcha, boss. Just thought you might want to know.
And Marcia, you may want to get a text off to Miss Becker that at my building just sent one of your people that wasn't on my list 15 feet away from the building.
50.
Let's try and make a
What did they
leap,
look like?
logical leap. So wait,
What did they look
okay.
like?
Who put up the
Black
words
hair,
again?
Romanian.
How does a building
Oh.
send people flying away?
We have security.
Magic. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
What did
Yeah.
she look like?
Gives the description: black hair, Romanian, white dress, or what was it?
White and
What
green
kind of
dress.
White and green dress.
Victorian white and green dress.
Wait,
Ah,
run
I have no idea who
run
that
this
is.
by me again. Who put up the words?
The one that actually drunk himself. So
Right,
stupid.
Million Bottle Man who got drunk at the mention of Infernalists.
Could you?
Funny that.
Okay, seriously, could you stop that? I had him erase that, and you know the mists are gonna remove his memory if I don't have him write it down.
I'm sorry, teacher. I won't do it again.
Ping Mai just looks completely lost. How does a building fling somebody 50 feet away?
Magic. Like we said,
Yeah,
don't worry.
magic.
Oh, so
Magic.
there's magic users too. Okay.
Yeah.
Good, I was worried.
Yes, it's like the Force. It
There's a
surrounds
light side and a dark
all
side.
of us. Yeah, like that.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yes,
You can
actually,
say
that's a pretty good descriptor.
Yeah. Okay. So, if you your people see her, call me. Do not engage, but I do need a meeting with the 14K triad.
Right, I'm on it.
All right.
Just if you guys have any weapons that could be useful against these things, let us know so we could actually have them.
Those things that like that. Not bullets, and not fists, and sometimes. We'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, we don't know how much we can tell you without hurting ourselves in the long run.
Right, I can understand that. All right, I'll get on this. It's kind of late.
Flamethrowers. There you go.
I can work on that, but getting this away from the PLA
I like
takes
this man. You can work on that.
PLA takes a dim view of their flamethrowers going missing.
I also have a long-term project that I need to talk to you about with involving the PLA, but we can take care of that later.
All right. He'll stand up, he'll bow to everybody, and he'll walk out the door going, man, I don't know what the fuck I walked into.
Okay. Fuck me. Okay. Seriously? He got double dosed with Invoke the Weird. I wasn't worried about telling him most of the stuff. It went hauled off almost freaking through that one out the door. Oh God.
I have no idea what you just said out of character. I'm sorry. I completely blanked.
Okay. Riker just says, God, I love the miss. Okay, so he's going to only remember what he put had in the text. This text message.
If he doesn't just, he was pretty skeptical about the idea of magic, vampires, werewolves, and everything else in between. He may read those texts and go, God damn, I was fucking high.
Probably, but he also knows that I'm working with him, and it also said I need a meeting with the 14K.
There's a knock on the door.
There was no. Was there a buzz from the front?
No, so it's not somebody that came in through the front.
He will just answer the door.
It's Binu. He's looking like there's a
cool.
drunk snoring mage on the couch.
That tends to happen.
He's a friend. he had bad stuff in his past that
He
happened like
got
he did now,
told
and
he got told by I don't know who, and makes a pretend glare over at Riker, that if he drank the whole bottle at the very, very bottom, there'd be a gold coin.
Well, that's not very nice. I better go give him a gold coin, and he'll start walking off.
I love myself so much.
Riker just playfully glares at you. It goes, really? You mess with him like that, you know he's going to take you seriously.
That's half the fun, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
So when
I'm
Arthur
sure-
wakes up, he's going to have a Dross gold coin in his hand.
Yeah, I know, and the fact that he's pretty much a little kid to you it doesn't help any.
Yeah, he'll grow up. I think.
Bainu will walk back. Okay, he's got his coin.
Awesome.
So, what's going
Okay.
on? I've heard a lot of loud noises and bangs, and I thought I saw Mr. Jonathan walk out the door looking very pissed off.
Oh,
Mr. Jonathan is very pissed off because, like most of people of his persuasion, he has gotten a very tight wedgie that not only is very far up his ass, but constricts his balls.
except for me.
Did I stutter? He'll just say, "What?
Hey,
So
Uh,
who's you? And he looks over at Marsha. He's cold, but he's not cold like the cold man. The one with the shadows.
This is Mr. Marsha Barstrub. He's of the Cold Man's kind, and the Cold Man's not with us anymore.
I heard about that. The cold man died. The one with the
Yeah,
shadows.
yeah.
Are you here to investigate your friend's death?
Oh no, I was there when it happened. I know exactly what happened.
Is it true that one of the furries killed him?
Yes, but we have reason to believe she wasn't exactly in control of herself at the time.
He'll look over at Riker. Were you telling me that the furries killed him without hesitation?
They have in the past, but at this point, from what I've been told, there's a third party involved.
You kind of have a change of opinion when you're boning one of them, or getting boned by. Excuse me."
Yeah, that, and she's in an unprecedented situation because she's taking one as a mate.
So, I don't get it. I mean, if she was mated to one, why would she kill one?
I have no idea, but from what we could tell, there's somebody else involved.
Maybe love triangles. Have you ever thought of that? A love triangle?
Yeah, I'm not.
Unlikely.
I'm related to the Fiona, but I'm very distantly.
This all sounds very confusing, but I'll help out as best I can.
What is your name, young man?
What'd you say, Tiger?
What is your name, young man?
I'm Bainu. I'm very strong. He'll extend a hand to him that's got a brown leather glove on it that doesn't match the rest of the clothing he's wearing.
He'll extend his hand and go for a handshake.
Shake it with strength 4 with a speck and strong grip, like a child.
So
He'll let it go.
Yeah. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you
please,
too.
please tell me Marisha has potence.
No, but I mean he has strength 3, so he could just spend a blood and fucking do
Yeah.
whatever
Okay.
if he wanted to, but he's not. He's not going to.
Yeah, and he's probably figured out this is very much a kid in a teenager's body.
Yeah, no, like he's not gonna try to outpower a kid. Like that would be cool.
Yeah, that's not cool.
He's not gonna do that anyway. That's not nurture.
Bainu, you're going to set you up with a part-time gig with Ping Mai.
Okay.
I've confirmed it. He's your dreamer.
Dreamer. Okay. Is he
Uh,
okay? Was he here?
he was here. I had to inform him of something. Uh,
Is it something bad? Do I need to fight?
yeah,
I'm very good at fighting.
you might. We found out this mean cold lady by the name of Celeste. Red hair is doing stuff, mean stuff, and he's going to probably watch her if he ever sees her.
Well, as long as he doesn't get hurt, he's done a lot for me and for Ling Liu and Jing Liu.
Yeah. Also, I'm letting you have the part-time gig to also protect him because there are other colder people out there called the Technocracy.
I heard about them. They're the ones that arrested Charlie.
Yeah. If they got a hold of Ping Mai, they could condition him to where he couldn't be your dreamer anymore.
Well, I don't want that to happen. I don't want Ping Mai to change.
Yeah, that's why I'm letting you have the part-time gig to watch over him and protect him.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll let you get back to your meeting. Bye bye.
Alright, bye.
And the
Good evening,
6'4"
It was a pleasure meeting you.
You too, Mr. Bastrop. And the 6'4" teenager will walk out the door, crouching a little to make sure he doesn't hit his horns.
That is my adopted son, Biden.
Seems like a pleasant young man.
He's also of our kind gesture between me and Dehi. But he's called the Troll.
Herschel's kind of nod along with that, not really,
Yeah. Okay, so what the freak else did I miss? Other than Julian's final death, and has anything come of that investigation? By the way, I heard Charlie is trying to investigate it on the back end.
Nothing that I've heard, at least.
Okay. He's kind of my cousin, dear cousin's kind of being stretched thin because our dear lovers has hauled off and left, so he's trying to take initiative and build the position of the lovers and hermit and his own position as star. And he's trying to field his own providences due to him being wolf.
Perhaps we
So-
need to. Perhaps we need to find a new members of those positions besides the one that he is meant to have.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when the next council meeting is, considering the council chambers got attacked.
Yes, I'd heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to help people get out of there. Our people to get out of there. Did we lose anybody, or did they all trot out? Looking at Davey.
They all got out. I don't know what the
good.
problem is like for all the people say that they're big, bad, and tough, they were a bunch of pushovers. White. They were paper dragons that had been dripped in water.
Well, considering considering they came up like that, and a wolf and a bear had trouble breaking through their armor, it was kind of a red flag.
That's kind of interesting. I cut through them like a knife through butter. He says rather bluntly.
What did you use?
He'll just Now Mercer won't see it, but he'll just like
Yeah.
nod to the sword on his back. All he sees is
Okay.
a boffer sword and go, so he can draw whatever conclusion from that he wants to.
He'll just
Okay.
kind of perk an eyebrow, but then let it go because he's been given a lot of weird info tonight. So whatever.
So they can't. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
you see this
helpful.
big fucking claymore strapped to his back.
I've seen the claymore.
Yeah.
More than once. You live with me.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, they, so they're gonna have. That's interesting. They're gonna. I'll tell Charlie that next time they see the power suits, they go more unnatural as opposed to natural. Got it. Okay. Uh, well, fuck. What the freak is up with Deepwater? I know Arthur freaking said something about it. And Charlie said something about it. What the fuck is up with that?
Matrix is gonna shrug. He doesn't know what the hell ever.
I saw it on the bounty board, and I didn't like what I saw. And I've heard Jonathan talk about it more than once. Anyways, tell Miss Becker that if she wants to have any more business with me, let me know. Turning it to Mercer.
He'll nod.
Um, um, hey, you have a set tonight? I don't remember asking if you're performing.
Hmm?
Asking Dahi, does he have a performance tonight? He doesn't remember off the top of his head.
Not that I can think of directly. I mean, I've off and on, but I mean, it's Christmas Eve. I would hope not.
Have you finally got consummated with Dez?
Why would you want to know if I had?
Well, considering half the time we catch you guys part way of a date, I kind of makes you wonder.
Eh,
You had to tell me it was a rhetorical question. Besides, it rolls of paper thin. Uh, anyways,
it'll be a good thing that I spend most of the time over at her place.
yeah. Okay, need I need to figure some stuff out. I'm probably going to have to talk with the Duchess sometime soon, and probably Miss Becker, considering if she can't get a hold of Charlie, she's probably going to have to get a hold of me. Or if she can't get a hold of the Speaker of the House of Swords, yeah, blah blah blah. Do we have anything else? Because I don't know, we're kind of running out of things to talk about.
I mean, it's just got nothing.
Yeah,
He's already told him, hey, if you see Adrian, let me know, because that fucker
yeah.
is a fucker.
Gus is in the same boat there. If you see him around, you probably would have heard it from him in passing. I need to talk to him because, yeah, there's
In the
missing gaps
background,
here.
I'm going to say in the background, since Riker is Gus's deputy from Roger, they probably have said this in passing. Anyhow, uh, yeah. Uh, Mr. Bostrop, if I see Adrian, I'll let you and Gus Contos know because both y'all are looking for him.
I would prefer if you didn't inform him that we were looking for him.
No, but
Just let us know.
uh, problem is, if he asks, I'm gonna have to tell him because I am deputized to him.
No,
Alright,
if
adjust it.
Adrian, no, don't inform Adrian.
Okay.
You can tell Gus that I'm also looking for him. That's perfectly fine.
I was meaning Gus. Okay.
No, my apologies for the
It's alright.
Basically, it's don't let the fucker know that people are looking for him.
I will talk with my cousin and see if he's heard anything from the guy, because he is, like I said, he is, well, I'm gonna flat out say this. He's his pack sister's mate.
I can
Well.
see how that might be a slight problem.
Yeah, okay, okay, so, I think you also need to, probably, find out from, about that one vampirist that just got rejected by the club.
Yes, I'll need to bring that to Ms. Becker's attention as well, I'm sure.
Hey guys,
This
roll
would be-
perception awareness.
Perception, Kenny.
Yeah,
One
God.
second.
4 dice for you if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Oh Lord, why? Why? We didn't say the dick's name though.
Three successes.
I think it's something different.
Huh?
I think it's something different.
3.
Okay. Tiger?
Perception awareness.
I think it locked up again.
Okay.
Okay.
You do feel a supernatural effect in the area, nearby, but on another plane of existence.
What does it feel like? Because I would recognize Arthur by now, or a mage, or a guru.
It's none of those.
Yeah.
Is it like Julian?
No.
Mm.
Unless you've ever been spied on in
like-
Astral P, you don't know what's going on.
There's no real way to, unless we went the long way to get to the plane that we need to get to, I have a feeling.
Yeah.
And there is Tiger, so.
Okay. He just basically just puts his finger to
Hey,
his head.
Tiger, roll perception awareness.
I did before it went down. I botched so hard that it fucked up my connection.
Oh, that sucks.
Hey,
Alright, so
Basically-
you hear them talking about something.
basically, all of a sudden, Riker just puts a hand towards your mouth and just puts a finger to his lips like he's saying. He pulls out a pen and paper and writes in, "We're being watched again. This time it's not
I don't know
him."
about being watched. It could be something different. You would have felt someone watching you if we were being watched. This is something different, I have a feeling.
There's something here. Is all scratch redline that? There's something here. Is all he writes down.
Alright, roll another perception awareness.
Yay, 4 dice, Brett. Make it happen
I'm
sexy
gonna
like
go
the
ahead.
last time.
Oh
I'm
god,
gonna go
no.
ahead and spend the
You
willpower on this one.
You didn't
I-
botch, but you didn't succeed, Sean, sorry.
Spending the willpower on this one, because
Okay.
fucking I'm tired of botching these goddamn...
Okay,
Both.
I ran too many dice, but thank you, one. Yeah, either way, I still have, would only have 3 successes.
Okay. You botched again.
No, I spent that willpower.
Just straight up fail.
Okay. Alright,
You
then you
straight
failed,
up
you didn't
failed.
botch.
Okay. Whatever.
So, Riker's the only one that feels this. He feels the wards fluctuate.
What the fuck? And goes running to Arthur because
Arthur is wide awake.
Passed out.
And
Oh.
he's now wide awake and he's talking to the wards.
what's going on?
He will take off after.
Is Smershik
Yeah, they're
following?
just gonna follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something just tried to get in.
What was it?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. And you see
Is he
him.
still here?
Nobody here speaks Nokian. Hey. So
God damn it!
you're both Tiger and Michael are. I mean, both Tiger and John are playing the wrong characters for this. So you just hear him
Yeah, because my
whispering.
other characters are
And
called
me. And
Yeah.
me.
Bros.
So you just hear him whispering in some archaic language, and he's listening. It's like something from the astral plane just tried to enter our world here, and the wards sent them away.
Could it be that same leech that tried to get in earlier?
Probably.
It's possible, but
Since this is a power of your clan, Tiger, I'll let you roll at a reduced difficulty for Zumi Sailor.
Zamishala.
Yeah.
I'll take the regular
Yeah.
and probably fuck this dice roll
Think
up.
you got it?
Well, I can't see. You got a 10 and a 9.
I
Yeah,
see a
you're
9.
good. Okay. 4 dice.
Mm-hmm.
Standard difficulty. Okay. Both of you are aware that there is power within the discipline of Auspex that allows the user to transcend into the astral plane.
Yeah, the fifth off. Yeah.
I would say that you would know, Tiger, because your role was better and because it is a power of your clan, that you can exercise your will to enter the real world from the astral plane.
Yep, by spending a willpower.
Yep.
Okay.
So he'll relay this to like the others, I guess, since it's kind of important.
You might want to probably put in the words that not allow other people to use powers to get in here.
I think that just happened. Pretty sure that's what they just stopped.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Do they know what it was? Is the problem.
It was an entity from the astral realm.
Oh god.
Unfortunately, travel in the astral realm can't be prevented. However, they can be prevented from entering this area or the near Umbra.
Okay, so if it's one of if it's the same vampire I'm thinking of that just tried to get in here the physical way, she's going to be fucked if she tries.
I'm gonna put a pretty safe bet on it being one of those infernalist folks.
Hell. Well, Arthur, if it's Peggy's suggestion, Daniel's suggestion, you're probably safest here.
Well, I've got the same wards in my house, so I'm okay there. But I'm still a little, and he sways a little bit, still a little not okay to drive right now.
Yeah,
So.
he just basically if you were trying to stand, he pushes you by your shoulder back down.
Yeah, he'll sit back down and he's like, I'll tell you, adrenaline's a hell of a drug. And then he'll just collapse.
No cult of ecstasy for you. Out of character. Oh god. He's going to get on it. Please tell me, Arthur pulled his phone and put it on the coffee table.
Yeah, so he didn't lay on it.
He takes Arthur's phone and dials texts Jason that the Mage Mobile is at the club safe. Arthur had a moment and he's sleeping it off at my apartment. It's and by the way, P.S. It's right there.
See, I wanted to say Jason's just gonna call him back immediately, but I'm already playing Mircha and I don't fucking want to do that. So.
I'll allow it. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, Jason's gonna call Mr. Riker.
Yeah.
So what the fuck's going on at the club?
We,
Did,
yeah,
did Arthur have one of his fucking episodes again?
yes, we called him over over on some council business, and
He
one
didn't
of his
fucking call me. It's not like I'm a member of the council or anything. Jesus.
you
See
were
how it is.
you were busy, damn. Oh,
Just fucking with you, dude. It's alright,
I
chill.
know, I know, it's okay. My bad. I'm kind of stressed out at the moment.
It's good. So, it's just...
Mostly my mom. Yay. Well, dude, he had one of his episodes. His trigger got popped. Um, I'm going to need more mage help over here. We just had
Okay.
a we just had a vampire just try to break in through the astral plane.
That's weird, but okay.
She tried to come in through the front door once, if it's the same person, and then we just detected a attempted break and entering in from the astral plane.
That's weird.
So we may need the ward's held and threw her off twice. If it's the same person.
Well, that's good at least. I can see what I can do, I guess.
Charlie and Jonathan may be coming your way because they investigated the homeless disappearances in the World City,
Mm-hmm.
and they said there's this red-haired chick named Celeste. Uh, in your terms, she's on the no-bone list.
Fair
I'm
enough.
sorry. I'm
Uh,
cracking up because nobody even knows the name right. So it's like,
Well, that's the name I got told.
no, Celeste what's the name you got told. It's just being used for the wrong person is all. I just find that hilarious.
It goes, it may be the wrong person.
that's fair, I guess. Do you need me to fucking come over now, or like? Because I think we're almost done with Fuzzy Wuzzy over here.
Yeah, we should be fine. Uh, she's not on if chick tries to come back, she's staying off the list so the bouncers know not to let her in, and the building will not let her in at all.
Cool. Okay. Well,
Thanks to Arthur, who is sleeping off one of his episodes.
cool. Well, all right then. Do you
Okay.
have a way of getting the Mage Mobile to me? Because fucking, I got work in the morning, man.
I can probably run it over to you when you need to go in.
Fucking like eight or so.
Okay. I'll pick you up in the Mage Mobile. And how much do you get paid? You know I have waiters here, right?
That would actually be a lot better because my manager's kind of a dick. And plus, I
Uh,
have to be worried about what I say, you know? Because, like, fucking, if I just
yeah.
let slip, oh, hey, I have the power, like, the phenomenal cosmic powers at my fingertips. Like, you know,
Do you have any
just some
qualms?
weird looks.
Do you have any qualms of walking around shirtless?
Of what?
Do you have any reservations of walking around shirtless?
What? No, why would I have any qualms about that? God damn.
Okay, you're good.
Alright.
Uh, you going to okay, go ahead and quit. You're starting tomorrow night.
Cool. Do you need, like, a headshot or something? Like,
Uh, you want to dance?
I mean,
That's the only reason why I would need a headshot.
I mean,
That's kind of a formality at this point. I know what you look like.
money's money, man. I don't know, fucking...
Uh, Okay, you can. I'll let you dance and
Hey, Sean, Merry Christmas, man.
Yeah, you
Merry
guys too.
Christmas, guys.
Christmas.
Okay, uh, let you. I'll pay you to dance and be waiter.
Sweet. I'll go ahead and call my boss. Actually, if you could go ahead and pick me up now, like I have a gift I want to leave Arthur when he wakes
Okay,
up.
yeah,
I think it might help with that.
yeah. I kind of I was wanting to keep him here anyway. He looked bad.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's fair.
all right. I'm going. I will let you go. Got people over here. That we had to. That was here during the break-in.
Yeah, I'll let you handle that. Night, boss.
Night.
Click.
Uh, click. Okay.
So Dahies wander off. Mirsha's the only one left with Riker.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I'll let you go talk with Miss Becker. I have a new dancer coming over because our mutual friend had a he's wanting to be awake when he wakes up. Here when he wakes up.
Well, I will leave you to that, I suppose. I will go inform Miss Becker.
All right. Uh, especially what just happened.
Yes,
Whoever
that will
the,
definitely be.
whoever this chick is, she's permanently off the list. That's all I'm gonna say to pass along to her.
I've always been one for privacy, and while I understand this is a public club, if it's clear that she's not welcome here, I do not. The idea of her trying to break in does not sit well with me.
She just did it twice. If it was her.
Yes. Well, Mr. Lynch, it was a pleasure meeting you, and I'll hold out his hand.
He'll shake it. I was informed of your coming by Mr. Platito before he met his final end. Uh, I don't know if he informed you of this, but I'm letting you be within the confines of my club.
That would be very much appreciated. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, if that's it, I'm going to go ahead and stop this here. Thank you, players, for
Yeah.
playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another edition of House of Cards. More fun stuff to happen, so stay tuned, people. Night.